Welcome to Advent of Refactoring Day 6. We're going to be moving stuff around today. So looking at this report event generator class we've got here, you can see that this function here, this fetching data from an external API thing, it's not actually using the self object anywhere. So this would be a really good thing to just remove from the class altogether and have it as an external function. So what we can do is just remove that, there we go. And then find where that fetch from external API is, which was up here somewhere. Let's turn it into a regular function call like that. There we go, all done. So it's now a separate function, which is cool. Let's just format it all so it looks nice and clean. So this function here, we can just remove it to a separate file altogether. So if we right click on the function name here, then we can do refactor, and then move symbol to, let's move it to a new file. And it's gone, it's just moved it. If we look at the top here, it's now added this new import statement here. Because it was just a single thing we were moving, it's automatically given it that name as the file, which is kind of cool, I guess, but not actually what we want. So open up the tree, and let's right click on the file here, rename it as external events API. And it's now going to ask you if you want to let Pylance, which is the language server for Python that VS Code uses, allow to make changes to other things. Yes, please, I would like it to do that. Why do I want it to do that? Because Pylance now knows that we've renamed it, and it should have renamed it in here. So from events.external API, so it's renamed it to the correct file, which is fantastic. Sometimes you want to clean up the imports a bit yourself, so we might just want to do it as like a relative import rather than as an absolute import, things like that. But it's done the main body of the work for us here. This also works in JavaScript as well. So here we've got a JavaScript file, the main base.js file here. We've got a couple of things here to do with like fetching counters and updating stuff, and this happens on document load. You can select those two functions here because they both go together, right click on those and refactor, and then move to a new file. And it's now moved those two out to a file called setup fetch signup_counters.js, and it's put an import there using the require.js syntax. So again, you might want to change how it's being done. It's moved it to the right place and it's set up the correct exports and stuff like that, so it's working, which is great. But depending upon how you're working, you might want to change how we're doing it. So maybe like changing this to import from, or whatever the syntax is that you want to use. So yeah, move stuff around, move it to sensible places, put things inside subfolders, stuff like that. And yeah, let's try and keep our code clean.